welcome back to Libib's booktube channel. My name is Kaelyn. Welcome back for a highly anticipated video that I've been wanting to film, and that is my 2021 reading goals. So we are going to shove out 2020 and all the nonsense it has accrued, and I'm just sick of it. 2021, I have a lot of hefty reading goals. Coming in at number one, my first and top priority reading goal is typically the number of books that I want to read. And so for the past couple of years, I have been doing my age. So this year, I'm gonna turn the ripe age of 26. So I was gonna read 26 books, but I decided to up that goal this year. I barely could get to 25, but we're gonna see if I can read 30 books next year. 2019, I read like 47 books, and I was thinking about doing 50 books last year, and then I was like, nah, and then I'm glad I didn't because I could barely get to 25. But I feel like if I add 4 more books and maybe 30 books will be attainable, I don't know. We're gonna see. It kind of corresponds with all the other goals that I have on my list. But number 2 is I want to finish 3 series. I have a lot of series that I need to finish, but I have book commitment issues. I will literally have a stack of like 6 books that are gonna be my TBR, and I never read them. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna pick up this book, and then 6 hours later, I'm watching Animal Crossing Let's Play videos, or I'm watching some below deck reality TV show on Bravo. Like, it's just there, and then the challenge is back, so I'm either watching reality TV or some videos on YouTube that do not pertain to reading. I want to finish 3 series. I feel like this is an attainable goal with the books that I want to read next year, so hopefully I'll get to them. Coming in at number 3. This is a huge and lofty goal, but it makes me really nervous because I don't know if I'm going to get to it this year, since I epically failed last year, but that is to read 12,000 pages. I want to read 12,000 pages. I barely got over, I want to say 5,000 pages. I haven't done the math yet, but the last time I checked, I don't even know if I broke 5,000. But yeah, so I want to read a lot more pages because I feel like page counts are just much more fun than like book goals, because I could read a bunch of short books, but then the page count is just, but yeah, that's what happened last year. I read a lot of like graphic novels and poetry, which don't have a lot of pages in them, so my page count went down the toilet, but I also got classes now, so I can hopefully read some novels this next year. Goal number 4 is to purge my bookshelves, and by this I have my TBR cart, which is in the far room over upon yonder. I have not executed that very well the past years that I've built it, and it's just sat there. And it sat there with the books that I wanted to get to, and if I didn't get to them, or I kind of forgot about them, I feel like, then I was just gonna purge them. And I feel like there are a lot of books on my shelf as I'm looking at my bookshelf in front of me. There are a lot of books that I want to get to and I want to read, but will I ever read them? I don't know. Will I ever reread them? I don't know. And I feel like this is the year to have a small bookshelf, which this bookshelf right behind me. I just feel like purging everything. I'm sick of consistently moving heavy and copious amounts of books. So that's where this comes in. To purge and to have the books that I absolutely love and adore on my shelf that I read, that I will reread again, or that I just want to collect, and the books that I will truly get to. Goal number 5 is to make time for reading. So hopefully this year I can prioritize and organize my life a little bit more. There are so many lofty goals that I have for 2021, and one of them is to make time for reading, because I remember back in high school, I don't know how everyone else's high school was, but we had things called day 1 and day 2. We had like 4 classes that were like an hour and a half each, and then you would rotate every other day. So like Monday would be day 1, Tuesday would be day 2, Wednesday would be day 1, so on and so forth. And so in my language arts classes, we always had like silent sustained reading, or SSR, or reading time at the beginning of language arts class. And so it would be 30 minutes where you get to sit down, read a book, focus. But I don't have that luxury of an adult anymore. My life is kind of busy, hectic, and if I want to get to the goals that I have set above me, I have to focus and I have to sit down and make time. This past year, I was kind of not necessarily lazy, but I had a lot of things going on, and so I wasn't making time and prioritizing the things that I need to. So that way, this year, hopefully I can get to that. And last but not least, number 6 reading goal. I guess, is to utilize this bookshelf behind me more. So as of right now, the top shelf is just kind of decorative and, I don't know, random over here. But this is like a TBR shelf. This, I don't want to say TBR shelves because I suck at TBRs. This shelf right here are the books that I want to get to first before any of my other bookshelves. On that shelf, this shelf, the TBR cart, I'm just using this as a temporary TBR shelf. So hopefully I can get to these books on here or decide that I don't want to read them in the end. But up here are these 3 shelves. And I have this grand idea that every time I finish a book for each quarter, they will go up here if I own them or if I haven't gotten rid of them. So like this would be for January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Just kind of have like a rotating book completion, and maybe that will help encourage me to read more books and be like, hey, I only read 1 book this month, like I need to kind of read more and get on it. That is what I have planned for this shelf, and to hopefully not necessarily turn it into TBR shelf, but maybe I could come up with a different concept or a different name. The shelf that is unlike the others, that doesn't match, that has a purpose. There we go. I feel like that's a good shelf. Woohoo! So those are the goals that I want to get to for 2021. Let me know if you guys have any reading goals in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and all that fun jazz, notification bell, whatever other terms they have. Anyways, that's gonna be it, and I will see you next time for a new bookish video.